Okay, so we're here in Trabuco Canyon. We're going to do a tile roof leak estimate. They got a leak in their tile roof. You can see almost all the roofs around here. And nothing but tile roofs out here. It's just a ton of them. And, beautiful area. A little windy, so if you hear the wind, that's what it is. Sorry about that. I'm going to show you something that a lot of roofers do that you don't know about. So when we get a call out, I'm going to walk down here carefully. The customer to take a look at this roof with broken tiles, and that's what they told us. And you can see they're pretty easy to find. There's one right here, there's one right here, and when we look at there's one right here. I always walk the roof like 3 rows at a time, go over the whole roof like this really carefully, because you'll miss them. I mean, they may be easy, but they're easy to miss also. So the owner was not here, so I called him up to let him know that I was here. I was going up on his roof, knocked on the door, did all the stuff you're supposed to do, told him what I'm going to do, and then he tells me, oh, by the way, we have a roof leak. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said he went into his attic, found some water dripping in, and he was trying to tell me where. So what he tells me over the phone is this bench right here, from the best of what I could describe. He went in his attic, went over by the front door, and right in front of this wall, somewhere up over in this area, he found water dripping into his attic. And I was like, okay, so I need to check that area real carefully. Now then, after checking it real carefully, I called him back and asked him, hey, I just want to make sure, did you have anybody else out here before I was out here checking the roof? He's got a lot of obvious broken tiles. They're probably breaking stuff. He tells me, yeah, you're not the first one to bid the roof. So, that tells me somebody pulled something on him. So this is what roofers do. They'll see a tile that is like slipped out of place somewhere. I don't see any over here. He probably pushed them all back place, and underneath that tile there can be a major problem. You wouldn't even know it. And they try to hide it, and then they'll tell you it's a major problem, and the other roofer comes out and he don't tell you nothing. You're like, oh, he's not thorough, he didn't tell me about the major problem. And when you explain it to him, he says, I didn't see it. So this is how you find it. You got the bench, and these other roofers are pretty predictable, to be honest with you. So I already know what he did. It's a slip tile over here somewhere, and it's just a matter of finding it. So when your roofer does this, if he moves anything on your roof, you can tell him you need to go out to the street or have him take a picture of exactly where he moved stuff. There it is right there. See that little spot? You can tell that like the sun didn't wear out right there. That's the culprit. Watch this. This is what the guy hid from all the other roofers. Let me see. This probably comes right out. Yeah, look at that break right there. Broke the channel, somebody did. And look at that. That is underneath his roof. That's decking right there. That's the problem. There's his leak. And all the other roofers that come out here, if you don't know that, take a picture of that the way he knows I got the right one. So, sneaky, huh? You can see this is where the sun didn't fade it as much because it was down. So, I took a picture of it. I'll tell him, oh, you look, somebody already glued this. So somebody already tried to fix this. And they just put a bunch of mastic on there, leave all this, and then it slipped down again, and then somebody else tried to just push it back in place. So you gotta be careful with these guys. Now that's a real tip or a trick worth knowing. So here's one more thing to look for. So you can tell that somebody's removed these tiles. I believe they have. And if you look closely, you can see that all the nail holes, nice silver ones, newer. That totally does not look right. You see they did the same thing down there. And then you come to that one. Look at it. You got to check these nails, especially when they're old and rusty and sticking out. Somebody's probably been moving them, and I wouldn't doubt it if that's totally loose. Wow, look at that. It's not even being held. And it's broken right here. They took it off, so that nail hole is broken, and this nail hole is holding nothing. Thanks to the last roofer. Make sure they check these.